guys. Happy National Senior Health Day. Today's May 27th, and we are going to talk to you a little bit about stretching and warming up before you go out for your walk. In these days of COVID-19, hopefully you're getting out in this nice, beautiful, sunny weather, which we're finally having. And I'd just like to give you a few tips about a little warm-up before you get out there, and then mostly some stretching afterwards, because if you're like me, you kind of tend to let that part of your workout go away, and you don't have time to do it. But I'd really like you to focus on a little bit of warming up before you get out there. Go for that walk out in the sunshine, and then coming back, doing a little bit of stretching at the end, which is going to just help promote overall fitness and function. So we want to work those muscles, and we want to get those heart rates up and the heart and lungs pumping, but then we also want to stretch those muscles so that they're flexible, that they're usable. So before you go out for your walk, a few things you can do is just warm up the lower legs. I'm going to use this chair just to help me. You want to push up onto the balls of your feet and then come down and pull the toes up. I'll turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. I'm pushing up and then pulling my toes up. So just warming up that lower leg just a little bit before you go out for a walk will make a nice difference in how you're moving through your gait. You'll be able to pick your toes up and walk heel ball toe more easily. So do a few of those. I would recommend 8 to 12. That should be enough. Maybe 15 if it feels okay. Somewhere in there. And then just to warm up the quads and the hamstrings a little bit. So you can do that by just doing a simple squat. You're gonna open the legs right here. You can hold on to the chair if you need to, or just sink into your squat and come on up. So maybe about 8 to 12 squats before you go out for your warm-up, for your walk, would feel good. Well, it may not feel good, but it's good for you, right? So we want to keep those muscles strong, and we'll do just a few more. If squatting is not good for you, if that bothers your legs, just maybe make it a little bit smaller, so it's not getting into those knee joints. If you're feeling any pain, I don't want you to do it, but if you're not feeling pain and can do a few squats, that would be a great way to warm those big muscles up before you head out for your walk. So we'll stay here, just shake it out a little bit, and then some hip circles are nice. As we're sitting more during this COVID business, we're not using the hips as much as we used to. And when you walk, you use your hips. So just some nice hip circles would be a good way to warm up. And you don't have to do this outside where people can see you. Go ahead and reverse. But if you think of it more like a slow hula hoop motion, and I'm trying to keep my upper body as still as I can and work into the hips. And then maybe just some hip rocks side to side. Might feel good. A little warm-up stretch for that IT band could be just holding that stretch with the hip up, kind of like you got a baby on your hip, and we're stretching that IT band that runs right down along the side of your leg across that hip bone. And just hold that position, and then we'll go to the other side. Nice, easy stretch. Good. IT band stretching. And then going into another stretch, which is a good warm-up stretch, is just your basic calf and hip opener right here. So right here, this is actually called a runner's stretch. So I'll turn sideways so you can see what's happening. You just press one heel down in the back. As you can see, I'm opening my hip in the front, letting that calf release and getting a nice stretch. Then you can shift the weight forward and stretch the front leg. Good. One more second here and come on up. And then we'll take this top leg and it's going to become your stretching leg. So it comes forward, other leg is in the back. Whoops, I'm doing the wrong side, sorry. Just make sure you do both legs. Hold the stretch right here. I'll turn sideways so you can see. This is runner stretch. Connect through your core, shoulders in line with the hips. Breathe, and then slide this back leg up a little bit. Weight goes on the back leg. You'll tilt from your hip. And just feel that stretch down the hamstring, the back of the thigh. And come on up, shake it out, and off you go for your walk. Have a great day, guys. As you come back, I want you to repeat that. Do some hip circles, your runner stretch, your hamstring stretch, and then take the upper body and just reach long and tall. You don't need to do squats at the end of the walk if you don't want to. And stretch on the other side. Then since we can't hug anymore, you're going to give yourself a hug. And just bring the arms in, opening the back, breathing. So one arm is on top, then you want to reverse the arm on top. Because it just plays with the shoulders a little bit differently, gives you a little bit of a stretch in a different position. So make sure you switch arms, giving yourself a nice big hug, and then opening the chest a little bit, bring the arms around to the back, lace the fingers, and just open through the chest. Maybe a little bit of a mini back bend would feel good. And release and shake it all out. Have a great National Senior Health Day. We miss you all so much and hope we can all gather again soon. Stay safe and be well. Thank you.